On this video we're taking a look at our NCAAB parlay for the game that are happening on Friday, March 4, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is North Carolina State versus Florida State. North Carolina State plus 7.5 points. And here is why. Despite being losers of 8 of their last 9 games, North Carolina State is the recommended side in this matchup. The Wolfpack were very feisty in the first meeting with Florida State as they led with under 12 minutes to go before eventually losing by 2. There's reason to believe that they can keep this close again, and it is because of their pick-and-roll based defense. North Carolina State runs pick-and-roll at the highest rate in the entire country, and Florida State's pick-and-roll coverage has been poor this season. The Seminoles rank in just the 23rd percentile in pick-and-roll defense, per synergy. North Carolina State is also excellent at taking care of the ball, ranking 12th nationally in offensive turnover rate. This is key against Florida State's pressure that forces turnovers at the 34th highest rate in the country. Few teams in the country have been worse against the spread, with North Carolina State sitting at a miserable 7-23, and they have covered just once in their last 10 games. Overs have been a strong bet at 18-12 for the Wolfpack after its last 2 games, both went over the betting total. The Wolfpack has shown some signs of life offensively, averaging 73.2 points per game on shooting splits of 46.3% from 2 and 34.2% from 3. This is one of the nation's worst defenses, with North Carolina State allowing 75.3 points per game on 53% shooting from 2 and 36.3% shooting from deep, all 318th or worse nationally. Darian Sebron is having a strong season to lead North Carolina State with 17.3 points, 8.2 rebounds, 3 assists and 1.4 steals per game on 50.7% shooting from the field. Smith is a standout freshman with 16.1 points and 1.4 steals per game, while Helms is also in double figures at 13.4 points per contest. There's also some possible 3-point regression for Florida State's defense. They have won their last 2 games by a combined 5 points, but a big reason why is their opponents have just not been able to hit a 3. Virginia made just 4 of their 17 3-point attempts, while Notre Dame connected on just 5 of their 19. North Carolina State is shooting above 36% from 3 in conference play, so perhaps they are the team to finally hit at a high percentage against Florida State. Our second pick, DePaul versus Connecticut. DePaul, plus 11. And here is why. DePaul is tied for 9th in the conference with Butler. Despite a tough season, DePaul is on a 3-game winning streak after beating Georgetown 68-65, St. John's 99-94, and Marquette 91-80. The Blue Demons are number 103 overall, according to Ken Pom. They are even on both sides of the ball, ranking 109th in adjusted offensive and 108th in adjusted defensive efficiency. The Blue Demons need a win in their final game to finish the season above .500. That is probably not going to happen, but at least they are not in the basement of the Big East this season. They have 6 conference wins this year, tied with Butler for second to last, but well ahead of Georgetown, who is winless so far. Guard Javen Freeman-Liberty is one of the best scorers in the nation. He missed the game the first time they played. They were still competitive though, losing by 7. UConn is tied with Creighton in the league standings, so there is still something to play for in this final game. They are also looking to get the momentum back after losing to the Blue Jays in their last game. RJ Cole and Adama Sanogo are 2 of the best players in the conference and should be enough for the Huskies to get back on track. This is a team with no bad losses this season. There is no doubt that UConn is a good team, but they have also been a bad bet this season. They are just 7-11 at TS against the conference, and when favored by more than 10 points, they are just 2-3 at TS, including an ATS loss at DePaul. The Blue Demons have nothing to lose on Saturday, and I think it will show. They hung well with Connecticut the first time they played, and I am looking for a similar result this weekend. Our third parlay pick is Colorado versus Utah. Colorado win plus 2. The Colorado Buffaloes enter this game in fantastic form as they have won 6 of its last 7 games, including a 16-point home victory against the Arizona Wildcats in their last game. In that game, Colorado's offense was extremely productive as it scored 79 points while shooting 48.4% from the floor. However, that quality offensive performance was a bit surprising since the Buffaloes are averaging 70.4 points per game. Now Colorado will be looking for another offensive outburst with a conference road game up next on Saturday. Leading the Buffaloes offensively is sophomore forward Jabari Walker, who has looked very solid this season, as he is averaging a team-high 14.4 points per game, along with a team-high 9.3 rebounds per game. However, he is also averaging a team-high 2.4 turnovers per game, as he has struggled with his ball security up to this point. Colorado helped itself out big time with a win over Arizona in its last game. They are definitely on the bubble, and depending on how things shake out with this final game, they could finish anywhere from 4th to 7th in the Pac-12. It would be a shame to see them crash after the big win, but they have been up and down all season. They beat the Utes by 5 in Boulder the first time they played. The Buffaloes are the better team and have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games. Utah has dropped its last 3 games against the spread on the other side. I understand this is senior day for Utah and that Colorado is coming off their highest win of the season after upsetting Arizona. However, I don't expect a letdown with a full week to prepare. Utah is finishing up a poor season. They have banked 4 wins in the Pac-12, but none were against the upper half of the league in Coach Craig Smith's first season. They could just never overcome the talent exodus that saw last year's best players wind up in the Big 10 and Big 12. Brandon Carlson is a productive big man, but hardly the kind of player you build around. Utah does not have much hope for a surprise in this game or the league tournament. Colorado is hardly the most trustworthy of teams, but I was very surprised that they are underdogs in this season finale at Utah. They won the regular season meeting and all season long they have been the better team. They also have motivation, knowing a loss could end their chances of receiving an at-large tournament bid. Utah has no motivation and no talent advantage. The game being at home is not enough to move me off the Buffs. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.